What's going on? It's E-Love here, and life, life, life it challenged me today, pretty big. So if you watched yesterday's video, I think it was Insight Day number 3. I talked about how every day is amazing, and today was an extremely crazy and challenging day. Um, let's see if you can see this. Can I turn this around? So I'm in my living room right now. I had to relocate my entire freaking office because it flooded this morning. And that was just one of the many crazy things that happened today. And even with that, it still was an amazing day. And it's because I've learned how it's what I determined. I have decided to determine the quality of my life, not based off always the outcome, but how I handle those situations. I'm not telling you that I wasn't irritated the entire day. I didn't get upset. I didn't curse. I didn't have things, most of things go completely opposite of what I wanted to do. But I'm really proud of how I showed up in all those days, how I showed up in throughout the entire day. And then also how I was still able to share love and support others and be there for others, even though I wasn't feeling in the best mood. And I didn't take the shine away from them. I didn't have to explain to them what I had going on. And that's why I did want to make this video about being selfish. I am a very extremely selfish person, and it's not a bad thing to be selfish. And the reason why I do say that I'm selfish is because one of the reasons why I wanted to become a coach is because I love helping people. I want to be the person that says that I help that person achieve their goals. It makes me feel extremely good knowing that my energy, my words were able to bring value to someone else's life. So it is selfish that I've gone down this journey to be a coach. And I want to become the best coach because I want people to say that, no, Eddie was able to help me. He helped me more than he hurt me. I am human. There's sometimes I'm going to say words that make people feel angry, upset, sad, or negative emotions. There's also a lot of words that I'm going to say that helps people, uplift people, challenge them, help them to make their lives a reality. And that is one thing when it comes about when you're doing things, make sure that it always, even as a coach, so yesterday we talked about coaching styles and needing to be able to adjust to other people's coaching styles. But even when I'm adjusting to someone else's coaching style, I'm always going to be me. And I'm always going to show up the way that I'm proud to show up. So if therefore I'm never going to lie to you, I may not tell you something. I may present it in different ways or present a different idea of it, but I'm still going to be aligned with who I am and what I want to do. And I do these things because there's a certain quality of life that I want to live. There's a certain way that I want to navigate this world. There's certain ways that I realize that things that I just don't want to do. I don't want to deal with certain people. So guess what? I don't deal with them. And so, for example, like people don't always realize this about me. I'm a very introverted person, but I navigate several different spaces. I'm always trying to build community and build relationships with people. But there's also a reason why I talk to less people. So, for example, I was talking to my barber, and we were talking about just how we live in the same community and how we are just such a tight knit community. To be honest, I'm not a tight knit community. I don't know everyone in my community. I know him. I know a few of my neighbors, and I talk to them. I can't talk to everyone because I know if I talk to everyone, then I'm going to have to continuously compromise myself and be someone I'm not. Because if I continue to suppress myself, I start turning to someone I'm not. Because there's certain conversations that I would prefer to have. I don't always have those conversations with my barber. I have things that we may have in common. We talk about travel. We talk about things like that. But there's also other things I want to talk about. And if I constantly talk with people at those surface levels, I'm going to feel like I never get to talk about the things that I want to talk to. So I'm selective with the types of people that I interact with. Someone has to be able to have to talk politics with. Somebody I want to talk investments with. Someone I want to talk about my spirituality with. Someone that I'm going to talk about cars with. Someone I'm talk about traveling with. Someone I'm going to talk about all these different things. And I'm selfish with how I select the people that show up in my life because I'm so intentional about my relationships and finding balance that these are all important. I feel like I might be all over the place, but I think it's important to know that whenever you're doing something, make sure that it's authentic to you. And it's okay to make some adjustments, but if you feel like you're holding yourself back too much, then you're starting to become someone you're not. And whenever I do select goals in life, I want to make sure I'm showing up the way that I want to. Like today, I had a very challenging day. My room flooded. I got locked out of work. I had a hard time. I'm trying to buy a house and things are just going completely not the way that I intended, the house that I want. I'm not getting it's not qualifying for the type of loan that I wanted. I tried to call certain people and they didn't answer, or when I had the chance to talk to them, it didn't go quite the way I was expecting it to. So even though all these things happened, I still was able to show up the way that I wanted to, the way that I'm proud of, because I didn't try to talk to everyone. Because I went on more walks. I sat in quiet for a little bit. I meditated a little bit. I showed up to work a little bit later. I took a little bit shorter. I took a shorter lunch because there's some things that I wanted to do. I had to make adjustments to where I was investing my energy so I can show up as myself. And because I want to show up as a certain version of myself, I do this because I want to. I say the words and I say things the way I say it because this is how I want to show up. Yes, it's maybe more challenging for other people, but I choose and it's worth it because the things that I do make me easier to live the life that I want to live. We're at 6 minutes. And with that being said, when it comes to being a coach, when it comes to helping people and being of service, you have to be selfish. Because when you're being selfish, you make sure that you protect yourself, and so that you can show up as the best version of yourself. When I'm able to show up as the best version of myself, I'm able to service people. I'm able to be of service to people a lot more. And that's because I know exactly what I came from. I'm not going to try to be that friend that's everything to you. I know what my lane is. I know what my value is. And if you want something else, you need to go to someone else. And that's me being selfish. And now when we talk about the things that you know that I'm good at talking about, we're gonna have a fun all the time and it's gonna be great. And with that, I am exhausted, but I feel so energized when I'm exhausted too. It's crazy, but I'm gonna go find a way to relax. I might do some meditation because your boy tired. All right, thanks for your time and hopefully I'll talk to you soon. Bye.